Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Ninjago video, and in this video we're talking about the last names of each of the Ninjago Ninja. What exactly they are? Well, some of them are kind of difficult to figure out, and so I've done some research, I've been looking on some websites, I've been looking at some of the clips that LEGO has posted on their YouTube channel, on their websites, and I've come together with some really interesting facts here about the last names for each of the ninja. I was also luckily able to come across this secret hidden gem I found on the Legoland website that tells a lot more information on the ninjas' possible last names that they had, and so we're going to be checking out that, so be sure to stick around for the entire video so you guys do not miss out on any of this action. First off, let's get the easy ones out of the way first. We have Lloyd and Jay, and their last names have definitely been mentioned many times in the TV episodes. By far the most obvious last name in this video is Lloyd here. Obviously, it's Lloyd Garmadon. He was also referred to in one of the episodes as Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon, and so there is a longer version of his name if you would like to call him that. Continually, it has definitely been confirmed the last name of Jay, or I should say two of them, since he was Jay Gordon at very first. That was his original biological parents' last name was Gordon, and then whenever he was adopted by Ed and Edna, his last name was changed to Walker. Those are the two last names that Jay has been associated with throughout the Ninjago episodes. From this point on, the rest of the ninja, finding their last names is, to be honest, a bit difficult. It hasn't been explicitly just stated in the TV episodes before, but there are just some bloopers that LEGO has posted online, as well as some websites that give us some further insight onto this. Technically, only Jay and Lloyd have had 100% confirmed canon last names, but we have some interesting information I want to go over you with. The first one here is from the exclusive blooper reel for LEGO Ninjago, posted by the LEGO official YouTube channel on August 4th, 2014, and basically it goes through kind of how the voice actors will portray their different characters. And in one of the scenes here, you can see that the four ninja are lined up. That's supposedly Kai over on the left. We have Jay Walker, which that seems accurate. And then we have Zane Roberts. And so you guys may have heard that Zane's last name is Julian, since he was created by Dr. Julian, which makes sense. But here we have him as Zane Roberts, and we have Cole Bucket. Cole has a bunch of different last names that have just been bouncing around all over the place. But in this blooper scene, his last name is Bucket. Now, before you go on and comment a bunch of things down below, hear me out here. The next one is Nia Smith, and so that would be Kai's sister, and so Kai's last name would have to be Smith as well. Now, keep in mind that this blooper reel here isn't necessarily supposed to be canon, or at least that's really what the word on the street is. Quite a while ago, Tommy Andresen, one of the co-creators of Ninjago, actually said that he calls Kai and Nia by their last name Smith, but it's not really their official name. In other words, it's kind of like a placeholder, or he's just making it up to make the Ninjago fans happy. We don't really know. That being said, the credibility and accuracy of this blooper reel goes down the drain whenever they list Lloyd's last name as Green, which we know is Garmadon, not Green. And so really at this point, it makes sense that these names may not be really correct at all. Furthermore, at the very end of the video, whenever it goes over the cast, it just has the first names once again, doesn't include any of the last names, and so who really knows at this point? But we've got some more information, more specifically from the German Legoland website that I want to cover. Alright, so here we're over on the official Legoland website, more specifically for the Legoland in Germany. And here we have the LEGO Ninjago heroes, basically under the LEGO Ninjago world, which is one of the exhibits there. We have the different ninja that it basically introduces to you, and it's interesting that they give them last names here. The first one you guys can see is Kai Umas and Nia Umas. I believe you pronounce it like that. Perhaps it's pronounced Umas, but really could go either way. Kind of an interesting last name, but that's what they have on the Legoland website. So whether that's canon or not, it probably isn't, to be honest, but I find it's kind of interesting here. I mean, how did they come up with this last name? Do the people who manage the Legoland website know something that we don't at this point? I'm not exactly sure. Of course, we go down and you guys can see Jay Walker, that's correct, and we have Cole over here with a new last name, Cole Hentz, and this is kind of the last name that seems to be one of the more popular ones. Cole Hens here, who really knows, to be honest. We have Lloyd Garmadon, so that's accurate, and then we have Zane Julian. So like I said earlier, a lot of people are thinking Zane's last name is Julian, which, to be honest, that makes the most sense out of the bunch. But really, that's just what we have here. And so this is just another source that gives us some different last names other than the ones that were on the blooper reel. And so it's really just up for speculation right now. Let's now do an overview of each of the possible last names that we've just talked about and discussed for each of these ninja here, and also I just want to point out that at the end of the video I will be sharing my conclusions based on what I found here, so be sure to stay tuned for that. As we've seen, Zane goes by the last name of Julian or Roberts. Roberts was the one in the blooper reel. For the brother-sister duo, we have Smith from the blooper reel and Umas or Umis from the Legoland website. Continually for Cole, we have two last names that could be associated with him, Bucket and Hence. I feel like Hence is probably the more credible one or more likely out of the two, but who really knows? There's also two other ones that float around, but I'm pretty sure these are just fan-created. First one being Brookstone and the other one being Blacksmith. I'm pretty sure that both of those just come from the fact that his father is from the Royal Blacksmiths, and so I don't feel like that has anything to do with his last name. Now, just my brief thoughts before I wrap up this video on the situation as a whole. I feel that since Ninjago is simply a cartoon, most likely Zane, Kai, Nia, and Cole are not necessarily assigned a specific last name, especially since it's never been mentioned in the TV episodes, but it is quite fun to dig deep into Ninjago clips and speculate from these different websites, like that Legoland website that seems pretty credible since it is from Lego themselves. And just generally, I find it kind of interesting looking into these last names, but ultimately right now, we could only be really sure confirmed with the two from Lloyd. We have Lloyd Garmadon, and Jay, we have Jay Gordon and Jay Walker. But with that, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below, any theories or speculations you guys have about the last names of these ninja, if we're ever going to actually confirm any of these. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions down below with a comment. If you did enjoy this video and find it interesting, be sure to let me know with a like rating down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I post a whole bunch of other Ninjago content on my channel, so be sure to go check out some of those other videos. And with that, have a great day. I'm SpitBrix, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.